Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Ryan, and I have to say that it was a long time into my career as a keyboard player before I discovered the genius of Billy Joel. I know that's sad to say, especially for all you seasoned keyboard players out there, but if you've never listened to Billy, you're missing out because he truly is a great keyboard player, great songwriter, and probably one of the most requested songs that I've gotten when I've played at like a reception or a party or anything like that is going to be, you guessed it, Piano Man. That's what we're going to take a look at in today's lesson. So let's go ahead and jump in. First things first, this song is not that difficult of a song to learn once you break it down into the individual sections. Now this song is, I would kind of consider it like an A, B, C kind of format of a song. It's not like your typical verse, chorus. And the reason for that is because the verse and the chorus, like the chorus is where they sing, sing us a song, Mr. Piano Man, sing us a song tonight. That chord progression is going to be the same as the verse. Now this whole song is written about Billy and his experience when he was a piano player in a bar in LA, and he's describing what he's seeing, and it's actually kind of a sad story. All these different people who have kind of sad lives, and he's just kind of describing them and in the verses, and that verse is going to be identical to the chorus. And this song has kind of this nice feel to it. It's in a meter of 3, so we count it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It kind of has this like swing to it, I guess you could say. And what we're doing in our hands is you're going to be playing your left hand first and then your right hand after that. And so you're kind of playing on the 1 in your left hand and on the 2 and the 3 in your right hand. Now, as I mentioned, this song isn't very difficult once you break down the sections and once you get the chords. And the chords are pretty basic, pretty easy, nothing too difficult. But we do have some different sections that we have to learn. You've got that verse kind of chorus section, which I would kind of consider an A section. The B section is going to be where they sing the la-dee-dee, la-dee-da. They're just kind of, you know, just singing on this la kind of thing. And it's a little bit different chord structure. And then you've got a little bit like some turnarounds and tags, I guess you could say, where you tag some of the chords from the verse or chorus section. And so, but overall, it's a fairly easy tune to learn. And so that's what we're going to dive in right here. And so to get started, we're going to take a look at the intro. Now you've got like 2 intros. The first intro is this real kind of jazzy sound. It's real rubato, which means it's just kind of open. And you've got 2 chords that you're going to play and kind of these little runs that you're going to play, and they're actually fairly easy. So to start off with, we're going to have a D minor 7 in our left hand, and our right hand, we're going to do an extension of that. Ultimately, we're going to be playing a D minor 11 chord. This is the chord that you play. So in your right hand, you're going to play an A minor 7, left hand D minor 7. And I want you to think of it in terms of the chord, not just individual notes. And so you're going to play this D minor 7, and then you're going to start off on a G sharp, and then you're going to come up to this A for the chord. And you walk up, arpeggiate it up, get up to the G, then you're going to come down in chromatic notes all the way to C. So that's kind of the first thing. So you play the chord in your left, the D minor 7. So again, G sharp, and then come down, chromatic, end on the C. And then in your left hand, you're moving to a D fully diminished chord. This is also functioning as a dominant. If you played a G, you would be playing a G7 with a flat 9. And then you're going to start off on this B flat, kind of have this turn. And then you can do what you call either a slide or the little grace notes up from G up to A, like that. Jump down to the D, do the same thing up to the E, and then up to the G. So again, that pattern. Again. Slide up to the A, back down to G, slide up to the E, and up to the G. So after you play this chord, and it's just kind of at your leisure. So again, on the D minor, and then we get into our intro. So one more time on that open intro. we start the song. So that's kind of that open intro. Now we get into kind of our intro 2, and this kind of second intro is pretty much identical to your verse and your chorus. Remember, I said that you've got your verse and your chorus, which are going to have the same chord structure throughout. And just depending on where you are in the song, you kind of build it a little bit, and you've got these little Floyd Cramer kind of licks that you're going to put in there. And this is the progression that you need to, you need to memorize the whole song, but once you've got this progression, you've pretty much got the whole song. And so to start off with, I'm going to block the chords. Now for this intro, we're going to start off on C. We're in the key of C major. So you've got C, G over B, F over A, C over G. Now for this intro, this is going to be a little bit different. You're going to have an F major 7, C over E, D major to G. And then it repeats. Again, C, G over B, F over A, C over G. This time go to F, and then F over G. And then we go to our little hook. That's the portion everybody knows. So we go to that. So that's the entire intro and kind of verse chorus section. So again, C, G over B, F over A, C over G, F major 7, C over E, D, G. And again, walk down, C, G over B, F over A, C over G, F, F over G, and then to our hook, which will start on C. Now for the verses and the choruses, you're going to do the same thing again. C, G over B, F over A, C over G. The chorus and verses go to the F, C over E, D, and this is where we're going to have a little kind of Floyd Cramer lick. And we'll look at that in just a second. So again, C, walk down. For all the verses and choruses, you're going to go to a true F chord. You're not doing the F major 7 like you did for the intro. C over E, D, G, walk down again. C, G over B, F over A, C over G, F, F over G, and then to the C for the hook. Now when we play this in time, you're going to play your left hand and then your right hand. So it's 1, 2, 3. Just do that right now. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Just get that motion in your hands. Just like that. Now once you've got that, all you're going to do is take these chords we've just learned and play those chords but with that same motion. So C, G over B, F over A, again, one more time. 1, 2, 3. That gets us to our hook. Now again, for the verses and chorus, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. Now you're probably asking yourself, what did I just do there on that D? So again, you get down to the D. Got a little kind of Floyd Cramer, 1, 2, and 3. So it's this little, you move up from the E. So it's E to F sharp, down to the D. So on the 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3. So a little kind of almost syncopation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're doing the same thing on the G. Little little Floyd Cramer kind of lick there. So again, D, G. So again, when you play that D, you play 1, 2, 3, and then when you play the G, you play that lick at the same time. 1, 2, 3, and then go back to the walk down. Back up to the F over G, and that gets you into your other sections. So there you can see it's not very difficult. It's pretty much the same kind of progression throughout through that intro, all of your verses, as well as your chorus that you're going to play. And again, you just kind of think of it as the same section. I pretty much think of it as kind of an A section. The B section, which we're about to take a look at, is where they sing the la-di-dee, la-di-da, and then it's also the same chord progression that we do for the piano solo, which we'll also look at. So after that, you've got times where you're going to play what we call a turnaround, which is basically just almost like a tag of what you've just played. So at the end of your chorus and your verses, you do that walk down, C, come back up to F over G, and that's your turnaround. So you just do it again. A couple of times, you'll just hold that C, and then you'll move to an F over C before going back into the verse. Other times, when you land on that C, you'll play your hook. And the hook is what we're going to look at right now. So we play on this C. You start on the C, and you're going to arpeggiate up to an F over C. So you've got this C, A. You're going to arpeggiate up and down on this F chord, like that. And then F over G, this is F sus over G, you got that tension. Same thing again, back to the F. You're gonna do a walk down. Now, if you had a bass player, you could do a, that kind of sound. But if you're doing it by yourself, you wanna actually do the walk down with the F. So again, arpeggiate up, F, to the G, walk down from F, F, G, walk down from F. And then in time it sounds like this. Don't let that scare you. I know at first that kind of seems like a whole lot, but you have to start slow. In order to play fast, you have to start slow. That's the key to it all. So after you've got that hook, you've got a large portion of the song. So you've got the hook there, you've got your verse and your chorus, which you've already learned, and then we've got our instrumental or the refrain, which is the same section that we play our solo over the top of. And so coming out of one of the verses, you're gonna end up going into that kind of instrumental refrain section. So you got your walk down. That's that refrain. So we're going to move down to an A minor sound. So A minor, C over G, D over F sharp, to F. Kind of does this little walk down to get to the A minor. Down to D, walk up, to G, G over F, C over E. You can either do a D minor or an F over D to give you that D minor 7 sound, and then back to C. So again, for that, you're doing your A minor, C over G, D over F sharp, F, A minor, D, G over F, do that for all through those different refrains, and you'll notice that I'm doubling the A in my right hand. I'm doubling kind of the lowest note and walking down. And then that gets us back into our verse. Now, out of all that, you're going to move into one of the last times where you play that, you're going to do your piano solo. And this is where it gets fun. Now, in your left hand, you're just going to be doing octaves. You're not going to be doing a whole lot of rhythm in this. And so you're going to come down, you kind of finish out the that verse, walk down, you're going to do your A, 1, 2, 3, G, D, F. Now this is where it changes. See all the other times we did a A minor, G, D over F sharp, and then F. But for this instrumental, you're going to move to a D. So it's A, G, D, F, up to A, G, D, F again, A, G, D, and then you have that walk down. G, F, E, D, and get you back. So again, when we hit this A, we're going to start off with our right hand up here on A, and this is our solo. So that's kind of the first phrase. Second phrase. And then third phrase. So, breaking down our right hand here, we're going to start off on A. So again, it's almost like it's a minor pentatonic scale. Little almost C chord there. And then you've got kind of this real bluesy kind of sound, moving from an F to an F sharp. Like that. And then you play an F2 chord, you arpeggiate it. Again, that first phrase. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The second phrase, you're going to start off on D and do a half step up. That's the second phrase. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. So you're striking this high note on the D for the F. So again, on this, you move on this D up. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then on the D, 1, F. Third phrase. Very similar to the first phrase, but you're going to add in this blues lick, adding the E flat in there. Almost kind of a Floyd Cramer lick there. And then walk down. So let's take that one more time really slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. all together in time, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. And that's your instrumental. Now you'll notice I kind of did that little Floyd Cramer almost like turn, and I know I've used the word Floyd Cramer in here a lot because of these little nuances, that kind of sound. He kind of does that. That kind of sound where you're moving from one note to the other. He really kind of did that early on, and so that's really a cool lick to add in there. And sometimes you can just kind of do that kind of sound, or just to add in a little bit of color in there, which you've already done in the kind of in that A section, the verse, when you do that D, that kind of sound. So it's okay to add it in there if you want to. This really is kind of left, you don't have to play it just like Billy does, but this is really going to get you through it. So again, you've learned the that opening intro with the kind of jazzy lick. That section, you've got the intro, which is identical to your verse and your chorus, with the exception, remember, the exception of that F major 7 chord in the intro. All the other times, it's just an F chord. You've got your turnaround, you've got your hook, remember the hook. So you got that hook, and then finally you've got your instrumental solo there that you can play. After that, it kind of comes back to a couple of verses, choruses, turn around, the final hook, and it kind of retards there, slows down into the final C chord, and then that's the end of the tune. I've provided for you here kind of what we call the roadmap, or the form to this song, so you know which section to play at which time. I know when I was learning the song, I was trying to figure out, okay, wait, which section is this? Is this the verse? Is this chorus? Is this the turnaround? That could be a little bit confusing. So I've provided this here for you. So you can just click in the link down there below so you can kind of follow along as you're kind of playing along with it there. But that really is the entire song, and it's really a lot of fun to play. Again, like I said, I have people ask me all the time at parties and at get-togethers and wedding receptions and things like that. They want you to play it because they want to gather around and sing. And so, again, this is a lot of fun to play. Great song to learn. Piano Man by Billy Joel.